Alright, amazing. Welcome to today's webinar. I am going to be completely direct with you. If you believe that the only way to earn 6 figures in Australia is to work 2 jobs, night shift, or even sacrifice your health, I'm here to tell you you were taught the wrong model. So today I'm going to show you, with myself and Noah, we're going to show you exactly how to secure a 6-figure tech career in Australia without working multiple jobs, without needing support, or without any prior Australian experience. Now, this is the same system that has not helped one person, not 2 people, but more than 245 plus people so far. And these are people who once believed they needed to work multiple jobs to make money, but now they work in one high-paying job.
That's amazing. What we're saying is that you can secure just one job that pays you $120,000. Can you imagine that? Just working like one job, without breaking your back, sacrificing your weekends and public holidays. So I'm guessing that for a lot of you, this is not the first time you've probably attended a webinar like this talking about career transformation. So if you've been concerned that you cannot make 6-figure salary here in Australia, I want to tell you that that is absolutely false. We don't want you to be in the loop of working back-to-back night shift and sacrificing your
time. Absolutely. Or you might be on this call today and you've been concerned that it is impossible that people that look like you and I to work in corporate or even get any professional job. It is okay. That's why we're here, to guide you and explain how you can achieve your goals. Now, a lot of people will give you this advice, like, oh, you can only work in certain industries. Perhaps you've heard, oh, we only work in disability in Australia, or we only work as an aged care worker, or work driving Uber, or factory, or even, working in any of the multiple exhausting jobs, sacrificing family time and having to work 24/7. We're here to say there is a better way.
Absolutely. We know that the government is not here to save you, just here to collect your tax, right? And we know that the university, that it's all about business. They just want to collect your money, right? And the reason I say that is, like, when you get your certificate, who checks up on you, like if you're successful in your chosen field or course of study? Nobody. You see what I mean?
After you get frustrated, you get that certificate, there's really no way out. You apply to hundreds of jobs, no one has told you how to apply correctly. You then give up and then you look very tired, like this girl banging her head on the stair, which is so frustrating.
It is.
And that is why we are here today to help you succeed. So in the next few minutes, what's our goal?
Our goal is to help you if you're feeling tired, maybe you're exhausted, you're like, oh, I'm not even sure of the next step in my career right now. I'm looking for answer, but I'm not sure. We want to show you the pathway, which is our 6-figure career arc that has helped more than 250 plus people secure life transformative opportunity.
Exactly. And you might be wondering, where exactly are you guys? Well, my name is Tayo and this is Noah, and we consider ourselves as the #1 GPS helping immigrants turn their skills into 6-figure career. When you think about the concept of a GPS, right? GPS doesn't mean you won't get lost, but GPS will redirect you and help you get back on the road. And so far so good. We've served more than 1,000 people, coaching and supporting them with learning. But who exactly is this for?
So this is absolutely for you. If you're an immigrant, you're like looking for answers. We know the unique challenge that immigrants face. We're both immigrants as well. We've had our fair share, and that is even the journey of how we actually started Six Skills to be able to do this work to serve people, and it has been life-changing. So if you're a career changer as well, you want to explore a different career path, or you don't want actually anything that is technical, and the good thing is now in this current era with AI and everything, that technical audio is like diminishing. So that's fear of like, I don't want to code, I don't want to do complex stuff.
No longer there. And now, what this is not for, I think it's really clear that I like that. If you just want to collect one more degree, or you're just after, I want to collect another certification, then this might not be for you. If you're a spray and pray applier, meaning you don't want to put effort into your job application, then this is not for you. More importantly, if you're looking for shortcuts to success, this is not for you. If you're looking for shortcut to success, this is not for you. Now, our big promise is quite clear.
So we want to help you turn your everyday skills into six-figure salary. We're talking between 120,000 to 155,000 plus salary. What would that do for you if you're able to get that opportunity? And we know we can help you get there in just a couple of months. That's like the most insane thing ever. Like taking people who had no prior experience into this six-figure opportunity, whether you're a nurse, support worker, disability support worker, whatever profession,
it doesn't
lawyer,
matter.
doctor, nurse, surgeon, like whatever your role, as long as you have the mindset that you're teachable and you want to learn,
it is possible.
Yeah.
But don't forget, at the end of this session, we are going to give you a secret tool that's going to help you organize your job applications and make sure you actually get a call back from that recruiter. But the catch is you have to be watching live, so stick around, and I promise it's going to be worth your time. So also very important, we love to do this, close out all distractions. Now is not the time to go on Instagram, TikTok or whatnot. Focus on these strategies that will change your life. Now, well, that's me on the screen, isn't it? No,
it's
so
very interesting to hear a story every single time.
Every single time. And I want to share this, my journey with you guys. And that's me on the screen on my way to Australia. I love to say I had a lot of hopes and dreams, because that's how we say it these days. And coming to Australia, I had no expectation of the country. I didn't know what was achievable in the country, because my dad wanted me to come to the country, studying here, and suddenly something happened in Nigeria. There was inflation, and every of my dad's savings kind of just depleted. So my dad used to send me my allowance, my weekly rent, my everything. I was living large, I was the baby girl, but all of a sudden that money stopped making sense. I now had to look for work. So I started to ask questions. Look, I worked as a teacher in my mom's school overseas. I was looking to get a teaching job, or maybe even like a customer support role. And what met me was shocking. Everyone looked at me like, wait, how long have you been in this country for? What do you mean you're looking for cleaning job? What do you mean you're looking for a teaching job? And everyone said, well, there's two options. You either work cleaning or you work in the disability support roles, and you work in aged care. And I was shocked, honestly, I was so shocked. And I started to dig deep, and I realized, oh my goodness, almost everyone around me did the same job. But I had to do what I had to do because it was the only way I had to survive. And that's me. And because working in one job was not enough, guys, it was insane. It just wasn't enough for me to make up to my bills and do all the things, school fees, tuition. It was crazy. So I had to work multiple jobs. And that's me at 5:46 a.m. Some of you guys can probably relate. You have to do back-to-back, do night shift, and do all you have to do. But all of these things were crazily stressful. I continued to look for a way out. I delved into catering as well, and I absolutely loved catering, but it was a lot. Guys, I almost got kicked out of the houses that I lived because the landlords were accusing me, Taya, you've turned our houses into a commercial restaurant. It was crazy, and I would apologize every single time to them. But that was my way of trying to say, is there a way out? I was sick of just working 7 to 3, 3 to 11. And if you look at this chart on your screen, it says, can you tell I haven't had an 8-hour sleep in 3 days? Guys, I was that girl that would not sleep. You just walk back to back running on zero sleep. It was insane. It was crazy. I was constantly fatigued without even realizing. Like, you guys might be wondering, who is she chatting with? I was chatting with my boyfriend at the time, and he would say to me, oh, you look tired. Like, look at that. And honestly, I didn't even realize I was tired. And look at my reply. I said, oh, yes, I am, but that's not exactly a problem. What? Just imagine. Why? Because that was the only way I knew to make money. Until something happened at work. I remember this day, I was driving. And guys, I was driving and I was falling asleep on the road. And it was that moment where I felt, I don't think I could carry on with this. I remember the exact moment calling the agency that I work for. I said, please don't send me to this place again. I think I might lose my life. I have to come back here. As if that wasn't enough, I had a situation at work where I got spat on the face. And honestly, it was that moment that I realized it was time for me to explore something else. My time was up. Coupled with everything I've been going through, having to work all the weekends and do all those things, it was insane. And if that had not happened, I would not have listened to you. And guys, listen to this. So I had my boyfriend at the time, right, who is now my husband, and he always would tell me, oh, have you ever considered working in tech? And I would say, yeah, nah, I'm scared of coding, I don't want to do this, and I would just brush things off. But when I got spat on the face at work, guess who I called? I called him and I started crying on the phone like, I don't want to do this anymore. I was so frustrated, and I said something to myself, I cannot change this person, but I can change the situation that brings me here. And that's really my journey into the tech space. I did a little learning. He supported me with a lot of learning, coaching. My journey was not very easy. And that's why I'm really excited that you're here, because you won't have to go through all the stress that I went through to explore and get into career. And guys, tech saved my life. And this is me. Like, look at me on the left-hand side with my, I think this is iPhone 12 or whatever, iPhone 11, I don't know what the name is, but that was me then. And you look, this is me now, guys. If you don't know this lady, Noah, who is this lady?
Karen Andrews.
This is Karen Andrews, guys.
Minister.
That's the former Minister of Home Affairs. And if you don't get into rooms like this if you don't know what you're doing. So for me, I started my learning and I started every single thing that would get me out of a situation where I got spat on the face. That would get me out of a situation where I was falling asleep because I was tired.
Yeah.
I was tired. And I would always say to myself after life, is there a time where I would ever have a life where I would be a present parent with the way I was going? Because for context, guys, I was working 7, 3 to 11, 11 to 7. Everything available therein, I did. And when I asked myself that question, if I would have a life where I would be a present mom, the answer was no, with the way I was living my life. And it's just a reflection that if I didn't change my situation back in the day, I would still be exactly where I was then. Like, guys, can you guys see a life where you don't have to work multiple jobs to earn 100K?
I mean, like, what would that do for you? Would that make life easier for you? I mean, people actually ask me this question these days, you know, maybe their circumstances have now changed and have gotten married and they can't do as much work like as they used to do. That the reality sets in, like, oh my god, so I need to actually spend time with family, and it's not really chasing all the shit that will take me where I want to be before they start to take action. So maybe you're watching now and you're at that phase where you feel like, okay, it's okay, I can still do all this work, but are you thinking like long term, just like you were like, this is paying me so much money, like, oh my god, I can just go for this shift and this shift. But until so many instances, I know you mentioned one,
just a few, really,
but a couple of situations, you talk to that moment where you're like, no,
done.
I'm done with this life. I want to like chase something a bit bigger. And you took a drastic step to literally say, look, I'm going to
take a pay cut
off work for like 1 month to go look for another job. And then, we're not saying you take time off or pay cut or whatever. And that's the beautiful thing about the system we've now built.
You won't have to go through that stress that I went through. I took a pay cut, went on leave, and it's crazy. But guys, I want you to take a wild guess. Can you imagine your life after you know how people are securing a 130,000 plus job while just working Monday to Friday, and they have more freedom for themselves?
Now we're going to talk about a couple of secrets, actually 3 secrets. Now the first one we're going to talk about is like how can you get companies to actually pay you, like give you upward of $120,000 using and developing your everyday skills. Like, what are these everyday skills? You know, communication, active listening, documentation, all of these skills that you already have today. The second one is like, how can you then secure this dream outcome, right? Without going back to university or expensive degree, 2 years program, spending upward of $50,000, right? Because like you're not just getting a 120,000, you need the skill to be able to do that job and have fun with it, right? And build a career, and it can spiral into something bigger.
Yes.
Right. So, and then the third one we want to talk about is like the hidden technique that we fine-tuned, that we know works for you to actually overcome. You know how you apply to jobs sometimes, like you don't have local work
We don't
experience,
want you.
or you're going for an interview and so nervous, like you don't have the confidence that you can do the job. How do you
We got
take
you
that
covered.
away? It's what I want to talk about now. Can you see why you need to stay to the end? You watch this video, we're really pointing out every single thing to help you change your life.
Yeah.
Now, the first one we're going to talk about, as you mentioned, what will make companies want to give you $20,000? Right? It sounds insane, and that's why you need to talk about Precious.
It does sound insane, guys, but I want you guys to meet this beautiful lady. Her name is Precious. Now, Precious is a registered nurse turned a technical business analyst, but hang on and stay with me. So with her, she really wanted a different life. She wanted a life where she wouldn't have to work shifts back to back. She actually loved being a registered nurse, but she wasn't fulfilled on that job. It was taking so much toll on her, and she decided, I'm going to change my life. And she did. So she came into our system, walked through every of the framework that we're going to show you on this call, so stay till the end. And guess who now works as a technical business analyst? Guys, I'm going to take a zoom in. Look at what she had to say. Thank you so much. It feels surreal. Everything happened so quickly. She hasn't found the right word. Like, just take a look at that. Now, she's a registered nurse. She uses a lot of her communication skills, a lot of her emotional intelligence, a lot of just problem solving. And those are the skills that she was able to translate into now working with a prestigious company in the art of Canberra.
Absolutely.
A lot of immigrants are now following this success playbook, which is helping them turn their soft skills into six-figure skills. But what are those skills?
Now, the first thing is to have the awareness that you need to audit your soft skills, right? We've talked about these skills are what's going to shape the future anyway. Like, AI can do a lot of the grunt work right now, but do you have emotional intelligence? Can you communicate? Like, that's what we see every time when we're doing reference change for people and they're like, hey, how's their communication skills?
Yeah.
How do they work in a team?
How do they solve problems?
How do they deal with difficult situations, right? That's to tell you that that's more important than ever before, right? So you need to have the awareness that, okay, maybe you're limited. We can only improve our communication skills. I think we can all agree on that.
Absolutely.
Because talking is not communication, right? You've got to understand that the communication you need at work is quite different from the one you need at home. And you would tell me like, hey, do it. Sometimes even now you're like, they're not your family.
They're not your sister.
You
They're not your brother.
Don't talk like that. Don't be too emotional. Like, stay on business, right? So, in a more meaningful way, you've got to improve those things to be able to have the leverage. Secondly, we want to talk about the fact that there was a time where you didn't believe that this was even possible.
No,
like to these skills really. And the thing I spotted was like you are doing catering work and you're engaging with so many stakeholders, vendors, like mapping out requirements. At the time, you didn't know what that meant. You didn't know that those talking to people, you really know like how many guests do you want for this event? What type of food do you want? Like all the guests, managing that entire experience, not just cooking, the way you did it was a skill set that literally can translate into other roles like project management, business analyst, etc.
Yeah, but even looking at Seek.com right now, you guys can do the exercise as well. Grab your phone, go to www.seek.com.au. Look at some of the skills that they're looking for. This is a job that we just pulled directly out of Seek.com. Right? They said engaging stakeholders, facilitating and participating. And look at what they're looking for. Strong engagement and communication skills. Right? So this is what we're talking about. It's happening in real time.
So basically what we're saying is that you already have these skills. You just develop it a bit more, and companies are literally paying you upwards of $120,000. Like literally, go right now and check. These key skills for these roles are things you have, but you have to develop it to suit those roles, and we can help you do that. But these are the numbers that actually was stacking like in 2022 when we started on this journey. Like only 3% of African immigrants are participating in the tech sector. And that was the initial spark for us. Like, hey, we need to solve this problem. you were already working and we've seen what's possible and a couple of other people, and that was the start of the journey. Like, we need to replicate ourselves, we need to have more people. And we're glad that now, not just in Australia, like over the
UK,
across the
Canada,
world,
America, which is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's just great. Now,
question for you. How many of you believe that you already have some skills that can be developed into a six-figure career? Tell me, tell me yes, right? I know you guys already believe that you have those skills. You just need to learn how to develop it. And these are some of the people on the screen. Like, look at all these amazing people that bet on themselves. A lot of them now working in beautiful career here in Australia. And this is another one person, guys. Like, this one blows my mind. Imagine one person with not one, not two, 3 job offers. If you go on Think Skills Google review, you're gonna find this review that we don't make things up, right? See, he said he was really excited. Little did he know that his pathway will not be the same as everyone else. He got 3 job offers. And those are the things that we're talking about. When people of color bet on themselves, we are unstoppable. At the end of the day, what happens?
You only need one offer. Like, think about it for a second. You need one offer to change your life. And if you go on Seek and every given day, you just go type in business and project manager, you see thousands of jobs. We always say that you only need 1 year to change
your life.
So if you can shoot your shot and there are 7,000 plus job minimum every single day, what you need to do is to build the right skills, right, to be able to position yourself.
Yeah.
So it's really about positioning, not that you lack all these skills. You need to learn and build and then position yourself properly. But the second thing you need to think about also is, like, you need to audit your experience. Now, so many people believe that their experience back home, whatever, even here, even if you're doing support work or customer service, all of those experience are useful. You literally relied on communication, empathy, emotional intelligence, cultural awareness that also, like, helped me. And you picked many of them when you were, like, doing support work, which literally I support people.
When I worked as a disability support worker, when I worked in HK, even when I went ahead and worked with the NDIS, I could not believe how much skills I picked up when working in and doing those jobs. And that's why we always say no skill is wasted. Whether you're currently a support worker, whether you currently work as a registered nurse, whether you're even a stay-at-home mom and you're not currently working, I'm sure you've got transferable skills that would make any of these step rules achievable within the right system.
And to give you more context, because I want you guys to really understand why this is so important. You then took a pay cut and you feel like you want to go into the corporate space, right? I'm like, it's not paying you so much as if you do so many shifts, but you did local area coordinator there. And I always term that role as, like, endless work. Like, always, like, the work doesn't finish, right? But share a bit of what you learned there that continues to matter even right now.
Honestly, like, if I could look back and if I knew that what I was learning at that point in time would translate into all of the wealth of knowledge that I now have, I wouldn't have worried so much. Like, I would literally complain to Noah and be like, oh my god, the work doesn't finish anymore. I don't know how he kind of saw the future. He just, like, you just believe that this thing was going to make sense someday. Absolutely. But guys, I learned how to deal with one of the most difficult situations ever. How to tell people no. How to, like, in a difficult situation when you know that no will literally bring them to tears. I learned how to handle difficult conversation. I learned how to work with management, how to work with people in leadership, how to make them my friend. Like,
documentation without AI.
Without AI, like, you had to think about step by step. People's lives were literally in my hands. Whatever I wrote would determine whether they got funding or not. So that means I had to put in my best. I had to write a good pitch at all times. And I was also very grateful for the opportunity to learn how to talk to people in leadership roles. I built relationship. Like, I could tell my boss, I'm not going to do that. I would say jokingly and I'd be like, oh yeah, Tayachi, I see your point. We're going to take out some stuff. But, like, it was something that you couldn't have learned any other way around. So you have to appreciate your current journey right now and take all the lessons available for you.
And to emphasize that, you didn't take a pay cut because you were being paid to learn. Literally.
True.
Well, if you look at how you play that,
in retrospect,
the skills you learn is right now you are an entrepreneur, you have to deal with difficult situations. Even you do it better than me, like, yeah, go sort that out, right?
Yeah.
When you have to tell people to go, it's not always easy. When you have to support people when they're having challenges at work, like giving them tips and expert advice, they're like, where did that come from?
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh,
where did that come from?
I know what I'm supposed to say.
But you understood like the most difficult situation, and that helped me. And for broader context, when I then moved to Australia and I was struggling to integrate or understand like the culture, and I'll go for interviews, I'll be all technical and I'm stumbling on my techno babble. Techno babble is like, I was like project manager, scrum master, and I was coming from that culture in Nigeria and all of that, where it's like so technical, like I just want to get to the detail of things, not the empathy around it and all. You were the one that saved me, like, hey, you have to
slow down and
like
make them feel good.
Relax, have small talk, chat, give context, explain situation. Like that was a
saver.
Literal saver for me to get my job.
Yeah, if you know anything about Australia, if you cannot make small talks, it's going to be very hard for you to be successful. But we're going to keep it like that. So the last step in here is identifying your gaps. Right, to really succeed, you need to learn all the fundamental skills, the concepts, techniques that you need. But that's what comes after you know what you don't know. And that's why we're here to help you to understand that.
So obviously we talk about auditing your skills, your soft skills, auditing your experience. Now we talk about the gaps. Now obviously once you audit, you know that there are gaps. And that's where you have to fill the gaps to build on the skills. So if you're going for business analyst, project manager, then you have to build the skills that's required to do that job well. Because like we say, we want you from day one to step into that role, and they feel like, oh my goodness, where are you? You are absolutely the person that we want you to solve our problem. Where have you been all these years? And that's how you shine, right? And talking about some of the people that have done it.
Like, guys, just look at your screen for a minute, guys. Just look at what I'm giving to you on the screen. Like, look at all the beautiful messages, right? This one says, I'm starting. Thank you so much. You guys are the MVP. Look at this lady turning down one job offer and go for another job offer. These are the things that can happen to you when you learn the skills. And we'll show you our exact system that's going to transform you to an in-demand professional without any of the barriers. Let's go to secret number 2.
Secret number 2. Like, how then can you secure this job with no 2 years degree or like $50,000 bill for you literally? Now let's test this a bit.
Question to you.
Yeah.
Question to you.
How would you like not to spend another 2 years just to get this result, right, in university?
Comment yes, if that's
Let's know. Yes.
Tell me yes.
Yes, obviously.
Of course. That.
Right?
Is this you guys? Like, are you someone that would like to, are you currently, or does this sound familiar to you where you've acquired a degree? I know a lot of people, they've gone to university, but it's like, Tayo, I don't know what to do with this degree. I can't even interview. I don't know how to prepare a resume. Or is that you? Like, if that's you, don't worry, we've got something for you as well. But just taking a look at university price guide, like, this is insane. University charges you anything from 50,000 upwards. We've had our own fair share as well. I studied Masters of Professional Accounting, and I paid what? I paid with my nose, guys. And I couldn't even prepare a resume after I finished, because university exposes you to someone that understands a topic. Not someone that can go out there and go and eat the ground running. So look at, this is all the price guide. Like, you guys can do this research yourself, right? University degree is slowly dying. We didn't say this.
Yeah, I didn't say it. I mean, you can look at it. You can check multiple. Just type, is university degree dying on Google, and you'll see. And even in your own life, I want you to think about, to reflect. So if you've gone for any degree whatsoever, think about it more deeply. Do I feel confident that I can add value in the workplace? Like, so many people that go to university would realize, except for some specialized courses, maybe like nursing, healthcare, and all of that, where they really expose them to real work
practical stuff to deal with
they
people.
Go to hospitals and they do stuff. Take those ones away. most of the other ones are just like information overload.
What do I do?
Like the professors, the lecturers, they're not practitioners, that they don't do the job, they are disconnected. So it's just the theory curriculum that is fixed as well.
Yeah.
Because it takes years to literally update curriculum. And in the world of AI where things are moving very quickly, but like there are new apps, there are new technology updates, there are new modems very quickly every day, you can't have a system that is fixed. And because many professionals go to university and they can't even do the job, that's why this phrase is there.
University degree is dying.
It's dying,
yeah. But to cement this in your mind and show you, I'm sure you, or you might know someone in your network that's gone to university but couldn't even work in their field. I'm going to show you someone that once felt like that. Like, guys, this is Bibi. She completed Master's of Business Information System, but had no clue what the hell she was meant to do next.
Yeah.
She was so sad, she was scared of even exploring IT roles because no one taught her what to do when it comes to job application. She's very low on confidence. She didn't even have the ability to start a lot of job applications. She didn't know what to do. But she found us, thankfully for her. She found us, she came onto the program, she realized she had some skills, but she was not able to make money out of those skills. So we worked with her for 3 solid months to build all the skills she needed. She attended our mock interview prep that, for you to be successful, anything you need preparation. She attended our mock interview prep. Boom! One job interview, and boom, and that was it. Fast forward, today this lady works with one of the critical arms in the police department within the government space in South Australia. These things are, now she has a stable income, now she's working in the career of her dreams, rather. She owns her own schedule. And guys, look at what she had to say. I'm gonna read it. She said, "Thank you, Tayo. I don't even know how to express my gratitude. God bless you for all you do. 1 year, 6 months after uni, I only needed 6 months with sync skills to organize my experience and learn my offer." Guys.
So how many of you have faced issue with this? Like, maybe you've gone and you're like applying to job and say, "Oh, visa issues, you're not a PR, you're not a citizen, you're not this, you don't have 491 visa, you can't have you know
the jazz."
Oh yeah, limited network. Like, there's nobody to refer you here, right? How many people do you know that can say, hey, Noah is looking for a job, let's fix him up with that? There's that issue as well. Local work experience. So that is also a big thing, like the big blocker for. So I'm going to talk about how to fix it later, right? So you apply, you have all the things, you have all the visa, but then you can't get a job because Australian employers. No, but how do you get local experience?
Well, you don't have experience.
Like, that's the conundrum you need to solve, right? What about discrimination, microaggression, and all of these other things that are not spoken, you not see in the media, but they happen, right? Those things are real. What about your degree? So the people that are trying to come from maybe Africa or wherever right now, and if you miss the opportunity to actually reset what your accreditation and all of that, what is required for you to practice in your field, that would be a big mistake, right?
Yeah,
because there are a lot of degrees that are quite literally useless. If you try to come to Australia or UK or Canada, they're not relevant. I don't want to talk about the names, but the name, issue, international law, politics.
You just said you want to talk about the names, and now you do.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Anyway, you guys, know the drill. We keep it 100 out here. We don't sugarcoat or anything.
Yeah.
But the big question that you might have in your mind is, how then you guys help me navigate these issues? What's the first one? It's upskilling, guys. For everything, you always want to increase your knowledge. So you're currently in point 1, you want to find a way to move to point 5, right?
Absolutely.
And then you have to make sure you can pretty much continue to then build on whatever you've learned. Continuous learning is the gag. Ever since I pivoted into tech, every day I'm learning, and that's where the success is, right? So we help you navigate all of these issues through understanding and helping you understand the culture nuances. We've been there, networking, giving you the opportunity to network, meet other people, right? You also need to learn about coaching and mentorship. Very, very important. And these are some of the core skills as well, which is very, very critical in terms of how to do. But what are some of these 6-figure roles?
Now, so we want to talk about the fact that if you want to succeed in life, you always need to check signals, right? So I read a book recently, and one of the key tenets of the book is always position yourself for high income or high growth opportunity, right? So what are some of the high growth opportunities? So companies are literally paying 6-figure easily for these roles, right? Business analyst, scrum master, product owner, project manager, AI engineer specialist, right? The change manager. There are a lot of, and we are calling out this role specifically because it follows the part of what we're talking about. No coding, no technical stuff that you have to crazily learn for years, right? Things that you already have in the skills. You just need to develop it a bit more, and then you're positioning for it. But the thing about us is we adopt the concept of skill stacking. So we want you to be dynamic, right? So it's about transformation. It's not about training. People ask us all the time, am I going to do BA or PM or change manager or whatnot? We're saying, hey, you're going to stack skills in this area in a way that when you are in anywhere, like you position you for more opportunities. So imagine how dynamic you are. You become a T-shaped professional. T-shaped professional are multi-player. They can do project manager, where you can do business analyst, where you can do change man, just like you can do it. And you apply, and so many people we coach and train
get the opportunity as well. And guys, this again, let's quickly play this video just for you to see. Someone who used to be.
I'd like to let everyone know that everything that you're told at SimSkills is entirely true. When I started at SimSkills, this interviewing process was a problem for me, and every time Taya would tell me this, Tosin would tell me, you're doing too much, you're doing this, you're putting too much into your grammar, and you need to break it down. And I was having a difficult time with that. And he said, just go for interviews, I'll get the calls. The problem wasn't the calls, the problem was the interviews. So I wouldn't get past the interviews. Sometimes I would go there and I would freeze. So after a while, Kyle said, just keep going and you get the hang of it. And
exactly. And guys, like this lady, I don't even know, I've lost count of how many 6-figure jobs she's gone ahead and gotten right after she came onto the training. And this is also another person, guys. This is Pius, right? Pius used to work multiple jobs in different support roles. He was sick of endless cycle of work. He believed coming to Australia, there had to be more, right? He just set himself, I'm sick and tired of doing all of these things. He came into our world, and of course, we supported him. Today again, he works with Sacco as a business analyst in Adelaide. He's no longer needing to work double hours. He's not working in his career of his dream, owns his hours and his schedules. What are people doing wrong right now, Noah?
No, so they want to learn technical skills like data analysis, cyber security, all of that. Now, if you're not somebody that have that resilience to spend years, remember we're talking about you not spending years before you see results, right? The key thing about those roles is that you need to have a lot of experience in learning specific tools and a bit of technical stuff to get 6-figure opportunity. So if you're a data analyst professional at entry level, you're gonna earn anywhere like 50, 60K. That's not gonna be good for most immigrants I know.
It wouldn't be enough.
It wouldn't be enough, right? You would now be like, oh, I need to do all that type of job. So for us, we're looking for the easiest route for you, realistic route. This is adult education. Many of you have done masters. It's not about going to spend another years in school anymore. It's about what is the fastest way that is sustainable long term, that can use my gift already and my skills. I can just develop those and I can command a 6-figure opportunity.
Yeah.
So for me, avoid these roles for now because you can transition when you get all these business analysts, and then later you do it, you can transition internally and build the skills. But for a start, if you want to get 6-figure opportunity, you can't do it with that. The second thing is the trap of entry-level roles. Competition, we always say, is high at the bottom, right? So if you want to compete with freshers, people that have network and all of that, entry-level roles are the smallest role in organization. Like say an organization have 100 staff, entry-level roles would be like maybe 5 to 10. Now, everybody wants to do entry level roles. So you want to fit into that small bucket. It's going to be tough, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we want to build competence in a way that you have more chance. You
have
can
more
compete,
opportunity. You can compete really. And guys, there's just so many testimonies. And honestly, I wish we had all the time. But I'm going to quickly show you to Taekwondo. So Taekwondo is not used to work multiple jobs and support roles, despite having developer skills. Like he used to be a software engineer back in his own country. But you guys know what happens when you come to Australia. You kind of have to just settle for whatever comes your way. And he as well had to settle. He was a dad. It was very tough working back to back. He really wanted an opportunity to be a present dad. Yet again, he found us. Bless him, he found us. He enrolled for the program, realized, oh, there's a lot more that we can learn from us. He worked very smartly for 12 weeks, built the skills he needed, attended interview prep, even had a baby in the midst of all of this. Guys, he had a baby. But guess what? He now works with a great company here in Brisbane. Earning 6-figure income and just building the career of his dream. Guys, look at exactly what he had to say. He said, I can now dedicate my weekends fully to my family, free from the stress of weekend shifts. It means more to me than words can express. Guys, this is exactly why we do what we do. This is why we do what we do, to see smiles on people's faces, and that could be you as well. Yeah. Do you believe do you believe that this can be you as well? Of course, of course. Now, how many of you believe that you need multiple jobs to make 6 figures in Australia?
Based on all we said so far.
Based on all we said so far. Yeah, is that a yes? Is that a no? Yeah? No, you do not. And that's the truth. Look at all of this. Oh my God. Look at this guy. $4,000 per fortnight. Look at the offer. Look at this one. 2 offers in the bag. Yeah? They only need one job. They will no longer worry about working shift or working weekends or doing any of these things.
So let me tell you, like, if you stay in the loop of those skills, if you're just chasing like for the present, and trust me, you're trading your time for money, that's not scalable. Time is finite. We all have where we're gonna go, literally. And if you do a job and build a career on, like, hey, I'm just trading that time, you get to a point where it's not possible anymore. What if you're sick? What if you need to go on vacation, travel, rest, all of that? You constantly be thinking about the money
that you're missing, like, the money.
And many people are in that loop right now. They're struggling. They can't take break off work because they're always calculating the next shift, like what they will miss, and even Sunday public holiday.
Have to.
Those things are just like there. That's not the best way to live. Right?
No, not at all. And guys, I did a bit of calculation when I worked in care, right? So the average support worker, maybe you're lucky, you get 40 hours a week if you're lucky, right? And then that means maybe you bring home about $2,500 per fortnight. Now, because that money is not enough, most of us have to work double the hours. So you're sitting between 70 to 80 hours per week. And that means you haven't slept on your bed. That means you haven't stayed at home. It's just breathe in, breathe out, shower, go. So you can double your income. You work the Sundays, you have to work the night, and you have to work the shift. Which is unrealistic for a lot of people, if we're being honest. But let's even assume that you're a machine and you can do this just to eat that money. This, you're still sitting between, you're maybe going to earn like 4,600 per fortnight if you're lucky. Now this is the full table. If you get normal work hours, 40 hours a week to 5 per fortnight, you earn 60k per year, 60 to 75k. Let's say worst case scenario. Double the hours. If you want to eat 120k, you have to work double the hours, which is what a lot of us do. But here's the mind-blowing part, guys. As a high-skilled worker, working, not even 40 hours right now, working 36.5 or 37 hours, they make $4,437 per fortnight. Monday to Friday.
Just look at that.
Monday to Friday, right? So that's the thing, and just look at it. Which is the same income as someone killing themselves to work with 80 hours a week, back to back. Of course, you know the high-skilled workers, business analysts, project manager, change manager, like Noah already mentioned. And that's why I'm giving you this table so you see the mind-blowing things that can happen. Like, not even calculate all of these things, Noah.
Don't get me started on the emotional toll. Like, we've seen so many people. Like the other day, our lovely Taiwo was on live talking about how he was assaulted, abused at work, and he had to call police even to
intervene in the situation.
Because it was threatening, and we've seen so many other people. But let's even look at Faith today.
Let's take a look at Faith, guys. Stay with us.
When I was working as a disability support worker, I experienced a client that put me in a circumstance that I was hit by a car. One of them. Yes. So I sustained an injury that eventually I went through a surgery, and after that I was very traumatized, and I never wanted to go to work. But remember, you're an immigrant here. You need money. You need to go to work. So I would go, but still I want to move from that kind of job and do something that brings value in different businesses or society or even the community, and a space that I would feel that I am valued. So when I came to Sing Skills, when Tayo explained it to me, I was like, probably this is something that I would want to do and probably get something out of it. And truly, I can tell you, I am a testimony that is Sing Skills Bootcamp. It's something worth spending your money on. Now I am awaiting to start my job.
And guys, just like every time I listen to Faith, even though I've heard it 1,001 times, it still strikes a chord. Because I know there's a lot of people out there currently going through that situation. But there is hope. And that's why we're here. There is hope. This is another job offer, right? This is another job offer. Look at that. Look, guys, look at where the arrow is. His salary is $4,046 and he's on the I-band, meaning $4,402, right? Those are the things that can happen per fortnight. This is another job offer, right? $4,437 per fortnight. Only working 72.5 divided by 2, right? So those are the things, guys. I put this table in front of you. Feel free to take the screenshot. Have a look at this table. You work these hours. You have to double, but look at someone, a tech worker, just 40 hours. 40 hours. That's even worst case scenario. And anything from this. Even have a very strong chance of working from home. In the whole of last year, 2025, before I went on parental leave, I worked from home the entire time. Those things are possible, right? Now, let me ask you a question, guys. How many of you guys feel like this right now? Or you feel like, oh my God, Tayo, no, that's a load of information. I get it, right? Do you?
So I'm gonna call in somebody. Hey!
Hi, Noah, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good.
I saw your missed call.
Yeah, I'm just calling because I've been trying to reach Tayo, but she's unavailable. I sent her a message on Slack about the email I had received from Peter Max. They were talking about wanting to make an offer already.
Wow.
Yeah, so, but then it's not it's not official. It's official, but it's not official. Like, they didn't send me any documents or anything. But he said he's done 2 out of 3 of the references, which is you and Tayo, and so far it's been positive, and he's happy to make an official offer. And he listed out everything already, so I think it's already time to make negotiations. So that's why I reached out to Tayo, because she had told me that she has a draft.
Oh, lovely. So
look, let them make your offer.
Hi, lovely. How are you doing? We're actually congratulations, first of all. Yeah, because we're actually in a webinar and we're talking to people that are wanting to explore a career in tech. Yeah. Say something to them, Amarachi.
I was actually
say something to them. What do you have to say to them?
Just keep at it. You guys will get your job eventually.
Amazing.
When it gets hard, just start thinking about the end goal. I feel like that's really what got me through it.
Amazing.
About the end goal, knowing that everything will go well. That's, yeah. Oh my God.
Amazing. Well done. You do. Look, Amarachi, I'm looking at the offer. So it's annual salary of $105,000 plus 12% super.
Yeah, that's like about almost 120.
So that's about $120,000. Lovely.
Yeah.
That's almost $120K per annum. Okay.
Yeah.
16th of February, right? You get to work 3 days on site and 2 days from home. Ooh. And you get 5 weeks annual leave.
Oh yeah, lovely. How much does that worth right now? How many jobs you do 5 weeks? Yeah.
My friend was saying that her own wasn't even that much. Like 5 weeks is a lot.
Yeah.
And then the monthly day off, I think.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Nah, it's quite
And
good
also
to know.
salary packaging because it's
Oh, that one as well.
Amarachi, reply him and say, yes, I accept the offer. This
But
is a
wait,
really great offer.
Yeah, it's a great offer, but let them make the official one.
Yeah, let's get
Right?
them to make the official one first.
Before you try and do anything. That it's very important you
At the better time.
yeah, let you not accept it. Like once they make it, right? Because we don't want this is still like, okay, we are making this. Let them send the offer, right? And then we can then say, okay, just take, we will accept it, but you know, I'm looking for this, and the tire would do a magic.
Yeah, I have a question, Amarachi. What was the highest band for this position?
It was 105. They gave me the highest. So it was between 95
Okay.
and 105.
Yeah, so we're already in the safe zone, but it is actually not 105.
It's not
It is
yeah,
120.
plus super, but you are just so super is. Their super is 12%, which is the highest as well.
Yeah.
So super, just think about it like, you know, you've got another like 11.5 plus this.
Yeah.
So that's almost like 116. Plus, think about the extra leave and benefit. So it's not always about the salary alone, even though it's salary, but the other flexibility you get, you know, it's also what you need to calculate. Because if they took if they remove 1 week from your annual, they give you 5 weeks. Typically, it's supposed to be 4 weeks for some offer, right? So if they remove that, that's like what another 2,025,
Yeah,
right?
and even this monthly ADO as well.
Exactly. So those things compound. That's like over 120k if you think about it. So your benefits compensate for
any of these things. And also the companies like this, they're very generous. They would also continue to increase your pay.
I'm
so
sure
you won't be
doing
sitting
great work.
like this after your probationary period is also. This is good news, Amarachi. Let's accept this. When we read the full offer, then if we reckon we need to push, then we'll push, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So respond to them, respond nicely, and be like, "Hi, Peter, thank you so much. I've read this. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to an opportunity to contribute." You know, put all the nice words to the team. Don't just say, "Yes, I accept," right? So the emotional intelligence and everything kicks in from now. Thank you so much for the offer. I've absolutely enjoyed our conversation so far. I'm pleased to come to the team and add value to the team, contribute my quota, and push XYZ company forward. Something like that. Okay?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Congrats. I mean, like, this is lovely because when the webinar, I saw your missed call twice and my spirit told me, actually, you want to talk about offers. I'm like, yeah, good timing.
Nah, this is good.
Awesome. All right, we'll talk soon. All right, cheers.
Okay.
All right.
Are you still going to send me the template now or later? You want me to send the initial
Yes, send the initial email.
Yes.
Send the initial email. Let's see everything full on them. We'll send you the template if we need to, okay?
We need to.
No worries.
Amarachi is a Igbo girl.
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
Jesus Christ, this lady.
Amarachi, let's get it offered and we'll send. We'll talk about the template, okay?
Okay.
Alright, no worries.
Okay, bye.
Alright.
Okay, guys. That was.
I know you were gonna roast me, but I'm like, this is gonna be worth it. Like, what are you doing?
I was going to be like, why are you answering the phone call?
Yeah, it's worth it,
Guys, that's our life. That's literally what happens. And I'm gonna put a screenshot of like what we were talking about because you sent me the offer letter. I'm gonna put a screenshot in this email. That's to tell you the things that can happen when you commit to learning.
Yeah, she joined like last year, and I remember like she was
the
even
end of the
away.
year. She was in Canada when she joined.
Yeah.
She wasn't even in Australia. and she joined our program, committed to learning, been doing interview prep.
Locked in and
Locked in.
brilliant, and this is what happens, and yeah, Tyra is the one they reach out to, so that's why you're seeing a lot of Tyra.
Yeah, you see?
I'm still the CEO of this company. I'm here.
Alright guys, okay. Back
You
to
can see
Tyra.
how she switched, like, oh Tyra, I know you. Yeah. It's all good. Justice for me.
I know, but it is what it is. Yeah. Alright guys,
Yeah.
quick question. Now back into our previous conversation. Based on everything that you've seen, based on this live call that was absolutely unexpected, because I was about to cut off Noah's head for picking a call, do you guys mind not show you the 6-figure act she used? The lady that just called us right now, the 6-figure act she used to get into a 6-figure job offer, 120k plus, and she's even still saying, because she knows the standard, right? Hey, I want to negotiate, I want more. Would you guys like us to show you that? I'm guessing that's a yes. We're gonna make you the most irresistible offer ever that would get you from complaining of your back hurting, from complaining that they didn't give you shift, from complaining that you have to work Saturdays and Sundays. It's going to move you into just working Monday to Friday, get a day off, you can just go and spend with yourself. Because the truth is, if you don't fix your current situation, that's fine. Like, we would go ahead and carry on with our business.
Of course.
But you'll be in the same spot
Situation, yeah.
12 months from now.
Yeah.
Wishing you have started today. So the 6-figure act really, it's your key to building what we call the high growth 6-figure career while working less and making massive impact. But very quickly, Noah, let me show them another 6-figure account, and then we can make them the offer ready. So this is another lady, EMC. I probably don't even need to show you guys because you guys have seen it all, right? She realized she had a skill gap. She came in here. She got a lot of rejections before she came into our world. But we work together as always. She works with a department in Queensland. She has a stable income. She's now a present mom and wife. She owns her own house, right? But it's also very important for me, just so you don't think this is some magic. We are not directly giving you a job. No, that's not what happens. And if anybody says you're going to get a job in 2 weeks, they're lying to you, right? We don't lie to you. We tell you exactly what is possible. This is a chance for you to learn a skill that will change your life and allow you to create value, right? Now, quick question to you guys. How many of you guys would like to get a call back like this lady that they just called and said we're making you an offer after a job application without feeling ghosted? Yes, I'm pretty sure that's you. How many of you guys would like to feel confident when you go for job interviews and feel like, yeah, I can do this? I'm pretty sure that's you. How many of you guys would like to secure a job with a winning strategy, right? Without feeling like, oh my God, I don't know what to say in that interview. How many of you guys would like to feel like you're not doing this alone? Like you have people working with you. See, we were the first people she called.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say that, oh, Tyra, no, before I even called my mommy or my daddy, I called you guys, right?
Yeah.
Because they feel like we are on the journey with them. And that's exactly what's going to happen to you, right? Now, why are we the best people to go on this journey with?
Beyond the fact that, we build the most valuable community ever here in Australia, at least.
Yeah.
But you have support from so many people that have done it, like Amarachi, like many people, like Faith, like maybe, like there's so many people. But we have more than 9 years experience doing this. You need to understand that there's so many mistakes, learning, progress, wins, success all over that you would avoid. Thousands of dollars spent. We've done events, we've spent money on research, we've collaborated with industry experts, we've paid for advice, for coaching. We wanted to know the inner secret on what moves the needle and how the psychology of hiring works, right? Because that is the secret to actually getting callbacks, positioning yourself in a way that you can actually stand out and get opportunity. And then we've done, how many now?
Oh gosh.
252 plus.
More. Plus now. Maybe 260 now.
Success stories, and we have a world-class team. We're always evolving, always improving. But it's not just the training. And like people always say, like you may come for the training, but you understand that this is a transformation in your mindset, in your approach, for you to be valuable. Think about this. Amarachi is literally saying, I want to negotiate my salary.
I want more.
That's because of the kind of mindset. Now she's confident. She knows if you're not, you see people like thank you, right? But she knows and she believes in it. And what just happened now, I can't still recover because I feel like
That's
like
one
you
of the
always
most
say,
spontaneous things.
God has a great
Good
sense of humor.
humor.
Like how we thank God we're recording, like we couldn't have planned it, like it just happened spontaneously. And I saw the call and the Holy Spirit just told me, pick that cover, like
Really?
it's something. Like
Really? Because I was like,
yeah, I saw your phone ringing. I'm like,
oh,
we're
okay,
recording.
I didn't see it.
How come we have phone close to us? But anyway, like, but these are more 6-figure offer, right? Same
Just a lot.
system. This person had 2 offers, basically,
Yeah.
2 job offers in the same week. She had to reject one.
Yeah.
And we had every day call, which one, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Boom. She now walks in there. Think about it for a second, right? Your life can change in an instant.
Absolutely. No, let's delve right into the 6-figure app. And the next bit is super critical because this is exactly what it takes to move from low income job, unfulfilling job to a 6-figure fulfilling career in Australia, UK, Canada, wherever you are. All right, let's get into it. The first one, we call it the skill up, your core skill system. During this period, we have a 3-step framework. The first one is learning, and it goes for 12 weeks. Guys, you don't want to be the black man or the black woman or the person of color at work that doesn't know what they're doing. We solve that in our 6 hours per week live Zoom sessions with our expert. One, you get to ask questions. You get to move from a tech newbie to a confident profession in 3 months. Let me quickly play a video for you just so you kind of see what the class looks like. Very quickly, this please.
Sales went up $100 million at the
Right?
end of
So
the month.
that's an example of what the class
Right.
can look like. Can you see the people in there? So you come in there, you listen, and it's from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Thursdays and Fridays. We only ask for 3 hours of your time. 6 hours in total in a week, right? That's all we ask for. Nothing more, nothing less. Secondly, you get to work in a small group of people in a project, almost like you're in the job. Because what we do is we simulate the job experience. You know, on the job, you don't work alone, right? You work with other people from like different parts of the world. You build your resilience, you build your people management skills, you build organization skills, you build collaboration skills. You do all of these things. You don't get this anywhere, right? And I don't want to play this video because we're very poor for time. But you also work on. Okay, let me quickly play a video for you. See what it looks like.
Focusing on the recipe suggestions. So I'll start off by going through the user story for the discount view. So the user story goes as a shopper.
Can you see them? Like they're working together.
So what's happening here? You can see they're working as a group. They are using tools. They are learning. They are developing it. They are solving real problems, right? Collaborating together. Those are things you can't just read in a book and say you know it.
I know it.
And they're gonna get the next thing.
And afterwards, you also get to work on real assessments, real projects that you submit and get proper feedback. Alright, let's go into the other one, Noah.
Now, so feedback is, the breakfast for champion.
Yes.
Like you can do things on your own, but how do you know
If it's good or bad?
bad, right? We personalize feedback to everyone so that you can literally take your work from just being average to expert level required on the job. You can see what that looks like. Now, Tara's going to play that very quickly, so you just like see what it looks like. Alright, so we're just going to.
So let's go back to the other one. And those are the things that can happen, guys. When you have your detailed review, when you have your work reviewed by people who have done this before, right?
Yeah.
So you have your 12 weeks instructor-led skill building, valued at that price, guys. It's even like, it's priceless, as we love to say. You have your real project and weekly assessment valued at $1,750. You have your small group team project, which is priceless, really, because the opportunity to work with people you can't pay for, isn't it?
No, you can't. Like, think about it for a second. We've just called on a Marachi, right? And she's got like almost
$20,000 job.
So, what do you think building the skills that helps you attract that opportunity will work to you, right? The people that would determine and say, hey, I'm gonna spend $50,000, $60,000 in university, and what happens?
Nothing.
They don't have the skill set to actually do the job.
They can't
They
even
finish-
attend an interview.
finish and they're shaking in interview. They
Yeah.
can, but in just a couple of months,
Things
we're
can
able
change.
to use this system to build skills. People like Kamarachi and thousands of other people now have confidence and
That
go to an
it's
interview
possible.
and crush it and feel like I even want more money. Right? That is like insane level of confidence.
It
if you
is.
think about
It
it.
is. Now, how many of you guys believe that if you have this type of undoing, you will build the skills? If you have this type of experience, you build the skills. I'm pretty sure you're echoing and shouting yes, 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 because it works, right? So in total, what are you gonna get? You get your 12-week skill building, you build your project, you work on assessment, you work on your presentation skills. Are you that person that when they say, oh, come and present, you start to shake, you start to get nervous? We solve all of those problems. If they call you on stage, you start to get very shaky. We solve all of those problems. It's not your fault, it's just because no one's shown you how to do it. But don't worry, we're going to show you exactly. Now, no, tell us, now that they have the foundational skills, is that actually enough to get a job?
But that's not enough because there's so many people that have skills but they still fall short, right? Like, I think about my own experience when I moved to Australia.
Oh.
Basically, I was an expert. Like I had already done work in tech,
Everything, work with
US,
HP, yeah, work
HP,
everywhere.
worked in Africa, worked in Europe, came to Australia. I was like very solid. In fact, I was like, yeah, all these countries are
Should be begging to give me money.
Australia is a small economy. Why would I get a job?
Yeah.
Like, come on, like I'm so skilled, right? But what I realized was it goes beyond your skills. One key thing is experience, right? So experience is super important. Interviewing is super important,
Pretty
right?
much.
So that framework we built is from a place of
Pain.
from my own journey that has now cascaded into so many other people's journey, combining years of research and experience to be able to solve that problem in a tangible way. And that's why people like
Laura,
Laura,
we'll just take the system and get the job offer and move on with it. That's it. So everything is instructor led.
And for me, I needed to sharpen my communication.
Yeah.
And I remember how even like you accepted, like there were so many things that I was mispronouncing. And the thing is, words have power.
They do.
Like the way you talk, the tonality, the inflection, all those things I didn't used to think about.
Yeah.
The mannerism, you can't go to interviews and you're just like
You're just relaxing.
or looking out the window, or you're just like so technical. You're talking about technical details of things, and you forget that in Australia, for example, you don't necessarily have all the tech. So if you're interviewing for a BA now, don't think that everybody is going to be a BA there. There can be HR, there can be other people. And if you can't really communicate in a way that showcases your
ability,
all of them to understand what you're saying, you're not going to get. They don't want to tell you that you're not a culture fit.
No one knows what you're doing.
So you need to sharpen your communication skills, your critical thinking skills, problem solving.
And we support you with learning of those things through our presentation. Like, just take a look.
I think you mentioned that's part of the project that you've worked on.
Basically run an agile methodology whereby it's a flexible software methodology design project where you build an iteration.
That person, he used to be a registered nurse.
Yeah.
Today, he works as a business analyst. This lady over here, she works as a project manager. This one works as a business analyst. All of them, except for the trainers, right? So those are the things that can happen when you commit to lifelong learning.
Yeah.
And of course, for us, Noah already spoke about interview. There's one thing that will help you step into any interview with confidence is when you know that you've been preparing. We help you build your portfolio. So when they say, what have you worked on? What's your experience? You know exactly what to talk about. You don't go there and be like, yeah, okay. Like,
you're thinking
on the spot.
Oh my god, like project portfolio is gonna be your savior. Like whatever role you're doing, you're interviewing for, you've got to build your portfolio. And how do you build a valuable portfolio that people want to hire you for? that is what we solve here. So it's not just about having project listed on your resume, it's also about how you package it, how you frame it. So some people will be like, yeah, I work with M-Pesa or Safaricom in Kenya, blah, 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 like, and you lose them completely.
Because
like,
they don't understand. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
So,
Yeah.
but you need to go into the details. You need to know what the company was solving, why they're solving that problem, what your role was. Like, how did you contribute to the success? What was the result?
What did you do?
Like, what did you do? So, like, all those key details are so important for you to be able to actually win them. Like, oh, you can actually contribute meaningfully.
Yeah, yes, it's critical important, critical step. And we do have a lot of industry partners as well that we work with. So you guys might recognize some of them on the screen, and that's really helping us position some of our talent as well into the right place. So you have your experience growth framework in your hand, right? You would build your soft skills. So don't worry, even if you're tired, my communication skill is not so good. Yes, it's okay. It's okay. You're going to learn, right? Taya, I don't have any project. Don't worry, we'll build it with you. Your project bank, which is valued at $750. Like all of these things, the first one, you get your skill up where you build your skills for 12 weeks. You work on assessment with really focused group. You build your soft skills. We solve your Australian work experience. Never ever would any recruiter say, oh, but sorry, you don't have Australian work experience. We solve that for you. We solve it for you, right? So, and it's valued at $3,540.
Think about it. Like your university will not even solve that for you.
They don't even think about it.
Like they literally send us email to help us solve
of their experience.
And we can't take all of that because that's not our problem to solve. But we do assist them because they like us. But anyway, we solve this for you in a very tangible way.
In a very tangible way, easy peasy. Now you've got the skills, you've got the experience. What else do you need? You need to go for interviews, right? Yeah. You need to go for interviews, and then you need to market yourself. Guys, this is where we see interview. When you go to interviews, you're literally marketing yourself and saying to them, I'm the prettiest person in this room, you have to give me the job. But they won't just give you the job because you physically look pretty. It would be the things that come out of your mouth. What are you saying and how are you saying it? So for us, we have a proven system. I mean, you guys just heard a random call right now. Just came in randomly. I wasn't even expecting that. And honestly, I nearly again cut off Noah's head for picking that call because we're in the middle of a session, right? So those are the things that can happen. The wrong way to job application is this. Some of you guys, you just use one resume, apply to 15 jobs. If you're currently doing that, stop. It doesn't work, right? Some of you guys are just resume dumping, you're just like reactive. Oh, this job's available, you don't even read it. Once you see money, you just apply. That's a wrong way. And this group of people, they're just waiting on God. They're waiting on luck. One day God will do it. This doesn't happen, right? Those are the wrong approach to job application. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, right? We have a tool that almost feels illegal to use. If you have your phone, if you're watching on your computer, grab your phone and scan the QR code, or go to this website, www.jobos.ai. www.jobos.ai. It's literally on your screen. Visit this website. It's going to help you land interviews faster, help you with your job applications, help you to really track and manage your applications. You know how sometimes you apply to jobs and then you forget the resume you used? No more. This tool helps you to save everything. Also, you can scan for free access and get it. This is I promised you guys a tool. This is it. So you guys use it. Okay, cool. Now, how do we solve your interview problem? We have what we call the job strategy session. This is a coaching that shapes millionaires.
Oh God, tell me about this.
This is the coaching where we tweak and get you on stock and make sure all your nervousness and all your hams and hums and filler words we delete.
I mean, you can see like you get to a point where you're demanding for more money. Like
look at her, she's like, oh Taya, I want more. No, I want more, because she knows her worth, because she's been mentally tweaked to believe that she deserves more. And I hope that you on this call, you now know that you deserve more than what you currently have right now. Maybe I should play a session for you guys. Let me play. Okay. Those are the things they're going to be looking at. And Jara said those things contribute significantly to why they may or may not call you back. Okay? The most technical person or the most technical people do not get the job. The best presenters get the job. Interviewers are not looking for someone that's got 100% answers to their questions. They're looking for someone who has got about 70-80 but knows how to maneuver the 20% that they're not very sure.
Like,
that's just the fact, okay? That's just the fact. And we coach you.
Over an hour session, by the way, we just show you like this thing.
Show
And
you
by
a
the way,
snippet.
more than half of those people they are already in jobs.
Yes.
To show you how transformative.
How transformative this is. So we really need to you get your complete job application kit, you get your resume, you get your cover letter. We give you like the ultimate elevator pitch guide. You will never have to worry about how to introduce yourself. Nobody in Sync Skills will struggle with the tell me about yourself question because they have a framework that they follow. Tested and proven. And all of these things is valued at $398, right? That's all the things. And what are the results? Look, interview invites, in second interview stage, human resource. Like, look at all of this. Business analyst vacancy.
This week alone,
there's about 5 different, I've been invited for a job, that is coming through to us, right? So those are the things that happen when you commit to a system that works. What about mock interview? So now it's time for you to attend an interview. We also have mock interview sessions. Like, guys, look at them. You come into this session, we push you and just squeeze you and make sure when you go out there, you're not struggling to answer the questions because you've gone through the most difficult part with us here, right? So these are the things that we do during this session to make sure you are the best candidate. All right.
Working in, where I worked as a lead business analyst for Jackson Solutions. And Jackson Solutions being like a consultant, we had a client in the health industry, community living option.
Can you see that? He's practicing how to talk in an interview, and that's where successful people are made. Because when you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail. We never want that to happen in our world. And what does that equate to in terms of value? This is the interview magnet where you market yourself. We say you have your facilitated job strategy session. We give you the complete application toolkit. We also give you the personalized mock interview session. All valued at this. Valued at $12,752. This is what you're going to get. Imagine you pay a fraction of this to get a job paying you $4,000 per fortnight. Like, guys, what does that mean to you? Is that worth anything to you? Does that mean anything to you? But don't worry, because you're watching this session and because you're here and you've given us your time and invested your time with us, which we're really, really thankful for, we have a special offer for you.
So basically, you're gonna get 5,000 special offer. By the way, if you go on our website, you see that it's way higher than this.
Yeah.
So if you're lucky to actually watch this webinar to this
and
point,
get to this point,
that is our gift to you. Because we appreciate you. We know that if you take action to change your life, literally you will become one of our success stories. And we do have a very lofty goal to create thousands more success stories.
Yeah.
The journey ahead is still very long journey.
It is.
But we know that does not happen unless we shape your belief on what is possible.
Yeah.
And that's why we're showing you all of this.
Yeah,
Right.
and because you're here, we also decided to give you some bonuses. So the first bonus you get is you get to work in an Australian company where you gather experience, right?
Yeah.
So you can claim up to 24 months of experience, which is amazing. You never get that anywhere. But that is only available if you sign up on this webinar, right, guys? Another bonus that you get is you really get to cement your skills and gain experience. You get your case study interview review. Guys, today there are a lot of case study sessions, isn't it? No?
Absolutely. The way job works, it's even more crucial, especially in the age of AI right now.
They want to see you.
They want to see that you can do the job. So they
It's
give
some
you a
problem.
case study and you need to solve it. And that's where you need people, you need experts to help you review it.
Yeah.
Typically, you will have to pay. But we are going to give you that as a bonus
Generously.
if you ensure
To take an action on this webinar, during this webinar, right? And you get another bonus. We give you also one-on-one. We don't do this, guys, but because you're here, I'm also going to give you a bonus to review your resume and project, to give you a one-on-one closed review even after the general review. Like if you say, oh Taya, I want another extra review, right? We do it for you. Why? Because you'll get a bonus. You get a bonus, right? Guys, comment yes if you know that you don't want to try and figure out interview case studies alone. Like you don't, I'm pretty sure that's a yes for you. Oh gosh, another bonus, you get to participate in our Hall of Fame. Right, so just imagine you get to participate in an elevator pitch challenge where you get to master how to introduce yourself, tell your story, and remove any anxiety that job seekers often face.
Tayo, yes, I'm more than happy to tell you a bit more about myself. But before I get into that, I just want to take a minute and say thank you for having me here today, for your time, and for the opportunity to walk you through my professional journey. My name is Ernestina Autry, and I've been a business analyst for the last 5 years. In that period, I've been quite privileged to work across various domains, ranging from...
Just imagine that. By the way, she works with one of Australia's health sector in Queensland here, and working as a business analyst, right? So those are the things that can happen, really. What else do you need?
Right. Reference check.
The good old reference check. But guess what? You get a bonus verified reference check as well. We go above and beyond to make sure you never ever have to struggle for this. Right? So do you want us to play this very quickly?
I think we heard from Amarachi, right? So literally we did one yesterday and they were quite happy with it, and that was like 25 minutes and sometimes
it was a 25 minute like session. But guys, you already know what's possible. You already know what's possible at this stage. Well, if you don't, then hopefully you do. And the last bonus that you get is you get community support. A lot of people get coachings, or a lot of people get like online courses, but there's no accountability. You don't watch it, right? Maybe you watch day one and then boom. But in our case, like, look at all these beautiful people. 333 members, 333 people.
We have almost 400
and now it's even more. It's even more, right? So these are all the things you get to work with all these beautiful people. Let's see this video.
With your city government.
Wow.
Yeah.
City government.
Yes, as the data analyst.
Amazing.
Guys, there's just like, I wish I could just stay on this call and just play testimonials. Like, that would be so beautiful, because then I get to relive all those beautiful, beautiful moments, right? So
look at another testimonial, like just emphasizing the support. You can see what Teji had to say here. Like Teji went through a couple of difficult spells, but this message just melted her heart. These are the kind of message that we get. We have bunch of screenshots, people sending this beautiful message.
A lot of it, and that's what really makes this beautiful for us. Like, look, guys, look at all these bonuses that you get. Up to 6 bonuses today if you enroll. Like, I'm so thrilled that you guys are here. I'm really so thrilled, right? Again, gosh, another success story. This is a SOSA used to work in aviation. He decided, I want to do something in tech. He tried different online courses. Of course, they don't work. Today, he came into our world and he decided, I am done worrying about certification. By the way, if you think certification only is going to get you a job, it's a joke. He tried it didn't work. Today, after going through our system, he now works with a great company as a business analyst in Sydney with a stable income, working in his career of his dreams, and owns his hours and schedule.
Now let's talk about lifetime access to
course material.
So for us, we're not like other organizations that's focused on
they take you
profit.
away.
Like, after 1 year, after 6 months, you lose access, blah, blah, blah.
I'll take you out.
We want you to stay grounded. We always want you to look at those course material as a playbook. We understand that even when you're on the job, people use that as a playbook to revise something, to refresh themselves and, get better. So you have lifetime access to it, which is incredible.
Now, what are the 2 choices available for you today?
Now, you have 2 choices, basically. Don't do anything.
Remain the same.
Right? I mean, that would be a shame if you think about it. You spend your time, you're here, you've proven that you're a champion, you're an action taker. But you not doing anything is just, this is all motivation, and then you forget about it in a couple of days. That would be tragic, literally, because hey, there's a lot of opportunity for you if you do take the step. Second thing, which we believe you should take, But we know not everybody would do that, because that's not how life works. Like, not everybody will be successful.
No.
And that's okay. I guess that's how the world works.
That's how the world works.
But hopefully you are part of the people that will differentiate themselves and say, look, I want to go on this journey. I've seen what is possible. I know this will change my life, definitely, and I'm going to put in the work. There's no shortcut here, but we know that every single day you don't make a change, you are losing money. You're keeping money on the table.
You're flushing down.
Quite literally, I've seen people that procrastinated for years, and later maybe somebody, like, oh wow, okay, but they've missed out on thousands of opportunity and offer, right? Money that they're supposed to bring. But I want to kind of like educate you a bit more on investing versus expense, right? Some people will take credit card and they go buy bags, go for shows, travel and all of that, come back and still repeat the cycle of overwhelm, hard work. That you should be reframing yourself and be investing on things that move your life forward. And some of those things are investing in high growth skills that would literally compound and change your life.
The trajectory of your journey.
Warren Buffett talked about the fact that you should pour your money in your head, literally, because that investment uplifts you. When we make investment in ourselves as well, we significantly see the growth, right? Basically how we grow in the business, in our career as well. Yeah. So that's the thing. Money is a tool.
It is.
It's used to exchange value, right? But you cannot keep warm or cold with money. You can't eat it. You can't sleep with it, except you use it to exchange value. Now, so what does value look like for you? That's why this program is about, helping you build extra value that makes it irresistible for organization to pay you top check, right? That will give you that level. So when you have more flexibility and you make more money, you have a clear space to now think about next step. Do I want to build a business? How do I invest? How do I do other things, right? But if you just keep money and you're like, you're not developing, it's going to depreciate, right? So always understand the role of money. So this is my own experience investing, right? I paid a top coach. You can look him up, Dan Mattel, online. And I paid $5,000 for a program, for 2-month program at the time, which is one of his lowest coaching program there. But I heard stories, I learned from businesses that are making $1 million in a month. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm just like trying to make 10K. More like, it's shaped. And that's when I understood the value of entering a room, a community where the level of conversation challenges you, where you're not the smartest in the room, right? That is very important. And this is why we love to serve all these people and more. We like to over-deliver. So take the step today. If you wanted to go on that journey, understand that the value of what we offer you is $22,752. That is the value. But we are not going to obviously charge you that today. We're charging you $5,000 to change your life. And it's because we genuinely want to help thousands of people to change, to take that step. We've seen how it has significantly transformed people's life. We had our fireside chat 2 weeks ago, and people were literally on vacation, going to different places, traveling around, and not complaining that I need to work public holiday. And it was so spiritually powerful because these were people that they were chasing public holiday rate previously. But now they are now in a situation where they don't have to do all of that to make money. This is the reframe that we want you to have. And it's so powerful when you achieve that. So you have a couple of seconds, literally, before, in about 50 seconds, we're going to turn this off, right? And we're going to...
let's quickly answer some of your FAQs that you guys have asked us. Okay, so a lot of questions say, will this work for me, even if I have no IT experience or degree? 100%, okay? I studied Masters of Professional Accounting, never ever had any experience in tech until I started to learn. So yes, it would work for you. Can I do this? I haven't worked professionally before. It doesn't matter. If you're ready to commit to learning and change your future, you can't change what has happened in the past. Yes, it's going to work for you. Is this a physical training? No. It's done online. It's on Zoom on Thursdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Queensland time, 5 to 8 p.m., right? Am I able to secure a fully remote role? This one's a really great question. It depends. It depends on what the organization is looking for. Like the lady that just called us on this phone, they are offering now 3 days hybrid, 2 days work from home. I work fully remote. I go to the office when I feel like.
Yeah.
When Noah was working 9 to 5, he had a fully remote job. His company was in Melbourne. He never stepped foot there. So it really depends on the company, but you would have the skills to be able to get those type of jobs. What's the time commitment? Really, it's 6 hours, okay, where you have to come physically, but you need to learn during the week with your peers. Already have certifications. Can I just get interview prep? Certifications alone do not work. I already said that. It doesn't work, right? So you need the full end-to-end so we know exactly where the gaps are and what you need to fix.
Absolutely. So you need to take the action now. You can send us an email to lock in this opportunity and just tell us webinar and give us the date, right? So webinar, the date you watch this, and we will know you're coming from this video, right?
Yeah.
It's important if you want to get this this offer. So if you're maybe like, I'm interested in data analysis, I want to do, is it different from business analyst? Hey, so data is about using data generated by business to make insightful decisions, right? Business analysis is about understanding the entire business and understanding how you solve problems. More broadly, data can be part of it, but it's not the only thing.
Nah.
So we give you the coaching and teaching on business analysis, which is more broad but more valuable than just focusing on a narrow data option. So yeah, lock in your spot today. Spot feels fast because
yeah, just lock in with 1,500. That's what you need to do. Just lock in with 1,500. It's literally for the first 15 people.
Yeah.
And I know there's already a lot of messages, people wanting to understand this opportunity. Send an email to us, operations@SyncSkills, and type webinar. That tells the team that you're ready and they're going to share this link with you. So we want to talk to you. We want to tell you, message operations@syncskills.com.au. Operations@syncskills.com.au.
That's when we know you're coming from this webinar.
Yeah, it's only for you. It's only especially for you.
On our website is more. You can check it like it's more. So you get an opportunity to enjoy this benefit when you watch this.
All right, amazing. Well, I hope you guys take an action today, but if you don't, it's okay. We're going to be going about our lives and you probably remain the same. But if you're ready to transform your life and come onto the train of successful people, send webinar to us via email at operations@syncskills.com.au, and I'll see you on the inside.